Hey guys, so today I decided to make a video on hurricane preparedness, which includes what to do before a hurricane, during, and after. Because of Hurricane Florence, Charleston and everyone on the coast has been asked to evacuate. So last time we had a bad hurricane down here in Columbia, South Carolina, I believe it was Hurricane Matthew in 2015. The hurricane didn't necessarily cause it, but because of all the rain water we got, because of how much rain we got, the dams overflooded and the dams broke, and so that caused a whole area to be flooded, which everyone was so surprised by it because we were not expecting a flood at all. So in 2015, the same thing happened, and there was a shortage of gas because all the cars being used to be evacuated from Charleston and maybe from the coast, all the gas had to be sucked up into the cars, and for some of the people that ran out of gas because of all the people and all the cars, they had to leave all their stuff behind in their cars and everything and hitch rides with people that were able to make it to, shelters and stuff. I remember the schools being closed because the people that were being evacuated needed a place to stay, and so these people stayed in these schools, and so that's what they were being used for, and the school buses were being used for evacuation as well. So, that's why the schools were being used. So without further ado, here's a few things you should do to get ready for a hurricane. Number 1, write down your emergency contacts on a piece of paper in case your phone dies. I am storing mine in a plastic bag, which I'm showing you right now. There isn't any chance of anything happening to your phone. Okay, phones are, they die. They do not last forever. There's always a chance of paper getting wet, so that's why I put mine in a plastic bag. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but I've got serious health issues that if I'm to, get in a car accident or something happens to me, I need them to know that stuff immediately. There's always other ways for you to call people, but, considering you don't actually know what's going to happen in a flood, or even if you will flood, but, you just don't know. So, I'd rather be prepared. In case of a car accident, and your phone may not be on handy, I don't even know if they go through your bags when you get in car accidents and in ERs, but just in case, and I've actually been thinking about getting a medical bracelet. I actually did not think about this part until making the video, but when you get in accidents, the first thing they see might be a bracelet. They may not even bother going through your bag or your phone, or even if you have your phone on you, because, like I said, phones get tossed everywhere. Number 2, if you are asked to evacuate, follow evacuation routes. I know it seems stressful and scary, but you will get through it. The main reason people have to evacuate during hurricanes is from a storm surge, which is an abnormal rise of water generated by a storm's winds that can reach heights well over 20 feet and can span hundreds of miles of coastlines, according to the National Hurricane Center. Be smart and don't try to wait the hurricane out if you are ordered to evacuate. If you guys already probably know this, but if you are ordered to evacuate, it's because the governor feels like you will not be safe, or your life may be in danger. So please evacuate if that is necessary, which in this case it is necessary. I wouldn't. It's your possessions over your life. I hope you will choose your life over them. They can be replaced. You cannot. Have a plan. Be aware of your area's evacuation route and the location of local shelters. Come up with an emergency plan accounting any pets, and share it with the rest of your household. Everyone in the family should know what to do and how to contact each other if they are away from the house in an emergency. Also share the plan with a friend or a relative away from the storm area. I live with my brother, so I don't really have any other family to tell it to, but, So, Number 3, store important documents, passports, social security cards, birth certificates, deeds, in a white watertight container. This is my folder with all of my medical records in it, so I will be keeping it in a container just in case something happens. I mean, I'm going to do it right now because in case of the chance of my house flooding, but I doubt that will happen, but anything can happen, like I said. Number 4, use hurricane shutters or board up windows and doors with 5.5 or 5/8 inch plywood. This is to avoid your windows from breaking, and if your window breaks, the glass will go flying everywhere, and if you're in the room, you could get hit with the glass, so that can happen. Once your windows break, everything gets tossed around because of the wind, the rain. Oh my gosh, the cat's on the table. Again, because hurricanes have heavy winds, things in your room will be tossed around. Number 5, buy water, non-perishables, bread, pasta, flashlights, lighters, batteries, ice, medicine, a full tank of gas in your car, toilet paper, paper towels, can opener, baby supplies if you have a baby, if you have cats, dogs, and any other pets. Buy food, medical things, medication if needed, litter, and anything else they might need. Sorry, cat interruption. Also, if, oh my gosh, I totally lost my train of thought thanks to the damn cat. Oh yeah, batteries. Already mentioned that. Okay, whatever. Always make sure you have matches on hand because this can save you, my friend. Okay. Here's a list of the supplies you will need, and I have provided a picture. So I'm going to read the full list for you, okay? A 3-day supply of water, 1 gallon per person per day. 3 days of food with suggested items including canned meats, canned or dried fruits, canned vegetables, canned juice, peanut butter, jelly, salt-free crackers, energy protein bars, trail mix, nuts, dry cereal, cookies, or other comfort food. A can opener. Don't forget that part, I almost did. Flashlights. A battery-powered radio, preferably a weather radio. Again, I've got a picture provided for you guys for that reason. Extra batteries. The batteries you buy may not always work, so you need extra batteries. A first aid kit including latex gloves. I'm actually allergic to latex, so mine has latex-free gloves. Sterile dressing, soap, cleaning agent, antibiotic ointment, burn ointment, adhesive, bandages in small, medium, and large size. Eye wash, a thermometer, aspirin pain reliever, anti-diarrhea tablets. I don't know I need that, but okay. Antacids, laxatives, and scissors. Tweezers, petroleum jelly. Okay, whatever floats your boat. A small fire extinguisher, whistles for each person, a 7-day supply of medications, vitamins, a multi-purpose tool with pliers and screwdriver, cell phones and chargers. If you guys are like me, I have backups for my backups, so I've got like 5 chargers. Still in this case, ready to use for the next one. I actually had my charger die about a week and a half ago, and so glad I had my backup. Always have a backup for your backup. Where was I? I was at cell phones and chargers. Contact information for the family. A sleeping bag for each person. I do not have a sleeping bag, so I'm not worrying about that one. Extra cash. I only have $10. I mean, $11. Hopefully, you know, I won't need more than that because I'm not depositing more than that. I actually almost left my wallet at the store 2 days ago. So, yeah. Yesterday, actually. Yeah, 2 days ago because it is now Tuesday? I don't even know, guys. Like, these days, working in the mornings, screw my time all up. A silver foil emergency blanket, a map of the area, baby supplies, pet supplies, wet wipes, Lysol for me, a camera to document storm damage, insect repellent, rain gear, tools and supplies for securing your home, plastic sheeting, duct tape, duct masks, an extra set of house keys, an extra set of car keys, an emergency ladder to evacuate the second floor, household bleach, paper cups, plates, and paper towels, activities for the children, charcoal and matches if you have a portable grill, but only use it outside. So I guess that one is kind of useless. But then again, that's for, I guess cooking things in case your stove is electric and it goes out or whatever. So, one thing I need is my caffeine tubes. So, if you're like me, there are certain things that will be on your emergency list that will not be on mine. Everyone's will not be the same. I cannot live without mine because that's the only way that I can urinate. So, and by the way, in the video you see the baby stuff. Well, that's not mine. It's my brother's. Not the one I live with. My other brother. I have his stuff over here, and he still hasn't picked it up because he lives on the other side of town, and they're busy. They've got like a 4-month-old daughter, maybe now. So, I have ibuprofen, Tums, and melatonin in mine because you never know when you will need that. I also have sugary snacks, which these are my favorite because of my hypoglycemia, and so I actually call it my blood sugar issues, but same thing. I have a cutting knife in my bag at all times because you never know when you'll need it. So, I put hand sanitizer on my list because I'm a little germophobic, and, especially when and if, for example, the flood happened, your water will be contaminated and not safe to use, so there will be no way to wash your hands. So make sure you get your sanitizer. Monopoly, Uno, Scrabble, kids love anything. I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't sit all day in front of the TV, and so this was the only way to keep us entertained. Me and my sister played Barbie, and some days I wish I could go back to that. I loved being a kid, but welcome to reality. Do not buy cold and frozen items in case electricity goes out. Okay? You guys can buy milk and eggs if you want, but I'm not because I lost some power when Matthew hit, so I'm not going to do that. Again, I'm going to be prepared and save my money for after the hurricane's already here. So I work in a grocery store, and especially I was working on Monday, I believe, when everyone started freaking out about the hurricane coming, and so I saw everybody buying frozen things and cold things. Dude, guys, just don't, okay? It's going to be a waste of your money. Your power may go out. It may not, but that's for you to decide, but I'm not risking it. I'm going to save my money for after the hurricane comes, like I've already said. So please be smart, guys. Just don't buy it. Save it. Just buy canned stuff for now. Turn the refrigerator to its coldest setting in case power goes off. Use a cooler to keep from opening the doors on the freezer or refrigerator. So basically what you'll do is you'll put things you'll need, like throughout the day, in a cooler. And if you have ice packs, freeze them. Okay, I've got tons of ice packs. With travel, I use them all the time. So, and they're usually like a once-time-year thing at Kroger. So I grab them every year, every chance I get, because these things come in handy. So make sure you freeze those. In the event that your electricity goes out, you can use them to keep things cold. Obviously, they can be moved into a cooler after your power goes out to keep things cold, or keep them in the freezer if that's what you want to do to keep your frozen things cold until your power does get back on. Also, keep things that you'll need frequently in a cooler, like I've already stated, with ice or with ice packs. And try not to open and close the doors as often, because every time you do that, your things have a quicker chance of spoilage because it's losing cold. So, number 6. Bring outside items in that could be picked up by the wind. Hurricanes bring tornadoes, and even if you have never gotten one before, it can always happen. Hurricanes have strong, strong winds, so this is another reason why you should bring things in. As of yesterday morning, they said that Florence will be a hurricane, a Cat 5, so, it's going to hit North Carolina, and we'll just get a lot of rain and hopefully a lot of wind. But I honestly just want this whole thing to be over, but sadly there's things you can't even escape. Number 7, unplug small appliances and electronics before you leave the house. Even if you are still in your house, do it. I mean, I'm gonna do mine, unplug everything when the hurricane hits, if I have the godly chance of being here when it happens. I doubt I will, but if I am, that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to take any risks that the house will flood, of course. Like I said, okay, I always prepare. Okay, my motto is literally be prepared. So I'm going to do anything I can to avoid getting electrocuted, because if water hits, if the water hits the plugs and you step in the water, you'll be electrocuted. This is obviously an obviously thing. Whatever. Okay, so, number 8. Before the hurricane hits, keep an axe or something that can be used to tear a hole in your roof, so that if your house floods, you have a chance of getting out of the house and having a chance to be rescued. Number 9. Aside from keeping extra batteries and chargers around during a hurricane, people are also advised to back up any electronic devices, for example, iCloud. Number 10. When a hurricane is 36 hours from arriving, turn on your TV or radio in order to get the latest weather updates and emergency instructions. Restock your emergency preparedness kit, including food, water, and, like I said, for at least 3 days supply. And you already know the list. If your house has started to flood and you are stuck inside, get as high as you can, especially the roof, so that you can be rescued, as I've already stated. Do not touch the water. Okay? Don't. You will be electrocuted. Keep your phone and some water on you at all times. You can survive longer with water than without food. This is a given fact. This next part is called during a hurricane. Well, don't think about it. The cat was about to knock over the video. Okay, so do not go outside unless it is absolutely necessary. When the winds get very strong, you are in danger of being hit by flying objects. Children should not be taken outside, since they may be in danger of being blown away. If you are away from home, remain where you are until the hurricane has passed. Many people have lost their lives trying to go from one place to another. For example, if I'm at work and it starts, I sure as hell am not staying at work, but I will try to get home. But considering this thing says not to, I guess I'm going to have to remain at work, but we'll see. If the house shows signs of breaking up, stay under a table or stand in a sturdy closet. I'm not really sure why that is, but I guess it's to keep you from going away with the current. I'm not sure. Keep a hurricane lamp burning, as it may make the night more tolerable. I guess so you don't get scared. Be prepared for material falling from the ceiling. If your glass windows have not been boarded up, place a large heavy object in front of the window to protect yourself and others from splintering glass. I want to do this, but my landlord will not let me, so I can't. So if their window breaks, it's on them. But it doesn't mean that none of my stuff will not get ruined, but we'll see. Be calm, okay? Your ability to act logically is important. I'm very scared. I don't like hurricanes. I don't like tornadoes. In fact, as I've stated in previous videos, I am terrified of tornadoes, but hopefully I won't get any. Listen to the radio for information on what is happening. Do not drive your car into flooded areas. This is an obvious thing, a common sense, but in the 2015 flood, we've had people do it, get stuck in the water, drown, and found dead. In fact, I believe it was the flood where this guy was in a wheelchair and drowned somehow, and they blamed it on the flood. And so just do me a favor, don't drive your car into flooded areas. It's obvious, it's common sense. Don't do it, don't try. Turn around, don't drown. If you are swept away in a current, try to grab something to make a raft so you do not drown. That's very important. Okay, guys? I made that one up, but anyway. So this next part is called After the Hurricane. Seek medical attention at first aid stations, hospitals or clinics for persons injured during the storm. Do not touch loose or dangling electric wires. Report these to the power company, the nearest police station, or parish control. Report broken sewer or water mains directly to the parish council, the public work department, or water resources authority for your area. Water which has been stored should not be used immediately after the storm for washing houses, cars, and watering gardens until normal water services have been restored. This is because you need your water. Okay, guys? Like I said, you can survive off of water, then you can have food. Boil all drinking water until you are sure that a safe water. Do not go outside barefooted. Avoid wearing open-toed shoes and watch out for broken glass. Continue listening to a NOAA weather radio or the local news for the latest updates. Stay alert for extended rainfall and subsequent flooding even after the hurricane or tropical storm has ended. Use the Facebook safety check to let family and friends know you are safe. If you are evacuated, return home only when officials say it is safe. Stay out of any building that has water around it. Inspect your home for damage. Take pictures of damage, both of the building and its contents, for insurance purposes. Use flashlights in the dark. Do not use candles. Avoid drinking or preparing food with tap water until you are sure it's not contaminated. Check refrigerated food for spoilage. If in doubt, throw it out. Watch animals closely and keep them under your direct control. Wear protective clothing and be cautious when cleaning up to avoid injury. Use the telephone only for emergency calls. When we had a flood in 2015 because of Hurricane Matthew, like I've already said, the dams broke, which caused flooding. We had to boil water forever, and I hated taking showers with nasty water, but always boil the water. Ever since the flood, I have never drinking any more tap water. I buy bottles of water and only drink purified water. I remembered waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning that day it happened, and I saw that my backyard was flooded, and I was tired, and I thought I was seeing stuff, and so I went back to bed, and then I woke up later that day, and then found out that Columbia had a flood, and no one was expecting it at all, so it came to a shock to everyone, like I probably already said. So as of the 11th of September, this is the expected path of Hurricane Florence. So, and actually a day earlier, the weather people were saying that it was coming later, like earlier than it said, but now it got moved to Friday, so I guess yay for that. I hope you guys are able to use this to protect yourself, your family, and your pets. I have animals, so every time there's even a possibility of a hurricane or flooding, I worry about if I have to leave and how I'm going to get them all out. I'm worried about this, especially with the flood, because I was worried my area was affected, but it wasn't. I was up all day worried about if I have to get out with 6 cats. 2 are outdoors, so I worry about them the most, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that they'll be fine because they're outdoor and they know how to hide and all that stuff. I wanted to board up my windows, but like I said, landlord won't let me, so I hope I covered everything that you needed to know. If there's anything I missed, I do apologize for that, but I think I've got everything down to a brim. Make sure you have cash on you, because if the, you know, everything these days are basically digital, so you won't be able to buy stuff without cash, so just make sure you get that withdrawn or deposit or whatever. When I was little at the house, my family and I had a plan. Basically, we would meet outside across the street at a tree, and so that was our meet-up point if the house was ever to go on fire. So make sure you guys have an evacuation plan for your household or your dorm room, wherever you are. So in case we got split up and all that. So please, please, please make sure you have an evacuation route. So that is everything you need to know on a hurricane preparedness before, during, and after. So thank you for watching my video, and if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. So real quick, on Twitter I am at ArielVincent13, and on Instagram I am ariel.vincent.7.